Lesson number 13, multiples of fractions. So before we do multiples of fractions, there's a fraction rule that is very important you need to know. Any numerator over 1 equals itself. So 5 over 1 equals 5. 10 over 1 equals 10. So whole numbers are just fractions. We just don't write them that way. We don't think of them that way, but they really are. 99 over 1 equals 99. So again, all whole numbers are fractions. If you just add a numerator of 1 underneath it, you made it into a fraction. So that's important to know for this. So let's look at our problem. Multiply 1 over 8 times 5. Well, 1 over 8, and you're like, wait a minute, how do I multiply it by 5? 5 doesn't have a denominator. Well, it does. We just don't see it. So 1 over 8 times 5 is the same as 1 over 8 times 5 over 1, because 5 over 1 equals 5. So now we just multiply straight across. That's how you multiply fractions. So 1 times 5 is 5. 8 times 1 is 8. And what do you know? The answer is 5 over 8. Obviously, you don't have to do this step of adding the numerator 1. If you already know that to be true, you just multiply it like this. You don't have to do that. All right, as long as you understand that there is a 1 in that denominator spot, it's pretty straightforward. One more example, same thing. All right, 1 over 12 times 9. Now again, you just have to know that there's a 1 under there in the denominator spot because 9 over 1 equals 9. You don't have to write it, all right? You just have to know that it's there. All right, so 1 over 12 times 9 equals 9 over 12. Here, you should reduce it, but the answer doesn't, so you can just circle it right there, and your answer is 9 over 12. So straightforward, multiplying fractions with whole numbers.